What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Captain Chad Gabbs at your service. Happy Thanksgiving. I realized I really needed to get some content out because it's Thanksgiving, and I just wanted to say how thankful I am for all of you subscribers here on YouTube. 5,200 something? We're growing, team. We're growing. In today's video, we're going to be talking about crate training, and I'm going to tell you why in 1 second. Let me just spark up my Black and Mild. Rosie's right here to my right, having a little snooze. My old girl. You guys know Rosie. If you don't know Rosie, there you go. There she is, having a little snooze fest right there. Rosie, the Tasmanian devil pig of the century. The apple of my eye. The whole reason you're watching this video. Hold on. Gotta fix that camera angle. Gotta get that background on point. You know what I'm saying? Guys, before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. If you're watching my content, I really appreciate it. So let's get straight into this, man. I'm not gonna waste any time. I just wanted to produce this video real quick because a friend of mine sent me a DM and she told me about how she had this friend who has a Yorkie or whatever, and the Yorkie just gets left out at the house. Just freedom to roam, right? Yorkie got into some shit and hurt itself. And so my friend recommended a crate. Well, why don't you put the dog in a crate when you leave? Boom, problem solved. Pretty easy. And the response was, oh, I just feel so bad. Like, I don't think I can do that. It's like mean. And me knowing what I do. See, you guys got to understand, if this is your first time tuning in, I've been in the dog world, in the dog game as a professional for about 8 years now. Okay? So when I give you a take, when I talk about something, 100% of the time it comes from experience, and I understand how these things work. Okay, you want to learn about some shit, all right, you go to the person that does that a lot, right? Not the person that's had a dog their whole life. Millions of people have had a dog their whole life. Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean they're experts. Okay, like maybe they know a little bit, but like compared to somebody who lives and breathes this shit, might take that with a grain of salt, okay? The mechanic comparison. I've had a car my whole life. If it breaks, I take it to the mechanic. I'm not just gonna be like, hey, like go to the internet to try to figure it out, or like I don't know shit about cars, okay? Because I'm not a professional, all right? So same thing. If you're not a professional in the profession, thousands of dogs of experience, then sorry, like I might not take what you say, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. It is what it is. It's Uncle Chad talking here, okay? So, with that being said, what I know is that it is, in fact, an easy solution. But it's not just an easy solution. It's what's good for the dog. It's backwards. People have crate guilt because they envision themselves inside of it. They think of how horrible that would be if they were locked up. It doesn't work like that. Okay? First of all, that's a dog. You're a human being. Okay? It's not very natural for human beings to be locked up. It's fucked up to be in prison. I've never been. You might think I have been because I have like neck tats and shit. But I've never been to jail. But I can tell you, anybody in jail, they get institutionalized and shit. It's like not a natural thing for human beings. Okay? So, hey, that's why we don't put babies in crates. Well, we put them in cribs. Pretty similar. Actually. But... and why do we do that? Why do we put babies in cribs at nighttime when they're sleeping? Because it's safe for them. Very similar with dog crates, guys. It's the safe bet. Okay? Somebody one time was like, oh, well, what if there's a fire? Bro, sorry about your fucking luck. That doesn't mean it's not good to crate train. You know what I mean? One thing I know that people lack, the average pet dog owner lacks for their dog: rules, boundaries, structure, routine. The crate is like literally the nucleus of all of that. If you don't have a crate trained dog, there are several very likely things that I believe, sincerely. I believe that your dog lacks rules, boundaries, structure, routine. And if I'm going to assume something about a dog that lacks all of those things, I'm going to assume they're kind of a nightmare to handle. I'm going to assume that they don't have good behavior. I'm going to assume that the dog could benefit from rules, boundaries, structure, routine. Dogs thrive with that sort of thing. And so if you could look at it from that vantage point, if you could actually change the way you think and shift to where, oh, well, this is a good thing. I don't have to worry about my dog getting into shit. I don't have to worry about my dog eating something, getting into something, eating my shoes, and I know where they are. And some people are like, oh, well, my dog just sleeps anyway. Well, then why not just put them in a crate if they're sleeping anyway? Maybe that should take away some of your crate guilt. They're just sleeping anyway. Like I said a second ago, change the way you think, change the way you live. If you don't do that, you're never going to get a different result. So if you don't take the information that you hear from professionals, and might I add, maybe kind of like a more well-respected one in this industry, and you just can't get past your emotional, then your dog never gets to benefit from like new and insightful and helpful information. Like your dog is the one that suffers. Don't you go around talking about how much you love your dog? Well, then why aren't we doing things to suggest that? Why aren't we providing the things in their lives that would help a human as well? A human does well with rules, boundaries, structure, and routine. A human without those things, they probably end up in jail. Sometimes, maybe. I don't know if that's... But it's just like... Dogs are den animals. They thrive. I got a couple... Rosie's in her kennel just chilling, bro. Gate open. She just goes in there and chills like it's her safe place. That's one thing I know. If you're consistent with crate training, the crate becomes a place where they can confide in. They feel comfortable in there. They feel safe in there. Don't you want to get that? Do you want to provide that for your dog? I know you do. My audience knows what's up. But hey, there might be new viewers here watching this video. So what else? I want to throw in all the combative. Oh, I feel bad, or oh, it's not nice, or it's abusive, or why would you get a dog if you're just gonna put him in a kennel? I think I've listed all the reasons why. Why would you get a dog and not? That would be the right question to ask. You think I want to worry about my dog destroying my house? Oh, my dog's not destructive. That's not the point. It's not the point. It's not the point. It doesn't only carry that value. It carries much more than that. And let's say you have to take your dog to the vet. I'm going to end the video on this. Let's say you have to take the dog to the vet, or let's say you want to go on vacation and you want to bring your dog over to Uncle Chad for him to babysit. Your dog's going in a kennel here, and I could always tell you which dogs have never been in a kennel. They fight me going in. When they're in there, they bark. They can never chill out. It's a pretty chaotic space to be in. But if you would have crate trained from the beginning and attached a positive association to it, fed the dog in there, boom, 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 positive association, then you go on vacation, and then you go to the vet and you know that your dog's chilling. Good mindset. So there's more value than just, oh, my dog's not destructive. My dog just chills. If your dog just chills, put him in a kennel then. Right? I don't know. You guys got anything to add? Let me know in the comments. Any stories, any horror stories? I learned the hard way. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing 11 years ago when I got her. She destroyed everything. Shit all over the place. It was an absolute nightmare. So I quickly became an advocate for the crate. I just had to learn. Look, if you didn't know any better, you probably learned the hard way like me. And if you've heard how to do better and you continue to choose to go against that, I don't want to hear a damn thing from you. Like and subscribe. Toodle pip. We'll see you on the next one.